Some recognize him as Dame Dollar, but basketball fans just call him Damian Lillard. We will dive deep into his total net worth, his music, and his lifestyle. Damian Lillard was born on July 15, 1990 in Oakland, California, to his parents Gina and Houston Lillard. Damian has a sister and brother named L.A. and Houston Lillard. Being an athlete does run in Damian's family. His brother Houston is an indoor football league quarterback. While his brother mostly played football, Damian used to have a passion for skating and basketball growing up. The athlete spent many hours in the neighborhood at the skate park or the basketball court. Lillard went to St. Joseph Notre Dame High School in Alameda, California. This is also where NBA Hall of Famer Jayson Kidd went to school. However, Damian decided to transfer to Oakland High School for the last 2 years of high school so he could accumulate more playing time. Damian displayed incredible skills, and by the end of high school, he was recognized as a 2-star prospect for recruitment into college basketball. Lillard was also offered a scholarship to attend Weber State University, located in Ogden, Utah. Once there, his game kept getting better, and he eventually led the Wildcats to the regular season conference championship. His abilities earned him the Big Sky Player of the Year award and a mention by the Associated Press, which is a pretty big deal. After that, Damian had another good year of basketball and went on to capture his second Big Sky Player of the Year award. Young Lillard was suddenly the second highest scorer in the history of Weber State and a top scorer in the Big Sky Conference all time. Since he was doing so well, he decided to skip his senior season to enter the 2012 NBA Draft. Today, he is one of the league's most talked about players, performing incredibly and boosting his net worth. Despite his success, Damian doesn't relax at all. The NBA star begins his training at 7 in the morning and follows a strict and healthy diet. As for his looks, Lillard is passionate about tattoos and has splashed his whole body with them. He has portraits of his grandmother, his grandfather, mother, father, and uncle all across his left forearm. Damian says he has them tattooed because they are the people who have been a big influence on his life. As for his hobbies, Damian loves the entertainment industry. The athlete has made an appearance in the sports comedy Space Jam: A New Legacy, the sequel to the original Space Jam with Michael Jordan. Damian also has a hip-hop career as an artist with the name Dame D.O.L.L.A. At first, he began rapping mainly to hang out with his friends and have a few laughs, but after some time, the NBA player really started to like it. Lillard released his first full-length music project titled Soldier in the Game on SoundCloud. Damian later dropped his debut album, Letter O, in 2016. Even though the NBA player doesn't make a living off of hip-hop, his songs aren't bad. In fact, his song Kobe with Snoop Dogg and Derek Milano was featured in the soundtrack for NBA 2K1. As for his personal life is concerned, Damian Lillard is currently in a relationship with Kayla Hanson, and the couple have 3 children together. Kayla studied nursing at the Labor State, but now she runs a beauty salon. She gave birth to their first child in 2018, who is named Damian Lillard Jr. Some fans are already predicting the child will follow his father's path of becoming a professional basketball player. A few years later, Damian and Kayla gave birth to twins in January 2021, with a daughter and son named Klay and Callie. Lillard often shares pictures on social media with his family, stating that they are the most important thing in his life. For this reason, the NBA star shares his wealth with them to provide a high-quality lifestyle. The athlete is a car lover. His collection of fancy cars is worth about $1 million in total. Damian has been seen driving around a Bentley Bottega, which is one of the best SUVs on the sports market, and priced at nearly $300K. During his music video for Goat Spirit, he showed fans inside his Portland house and car collection. The first car he bought was a Porsche Cabriolet, which cost him a whopping $100,000. As for his house, the NBA star lives in a big home in Oregon that cost him $6.6 million. The immense home covers an area of 4,371 square feet and includes 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Damian's house also features a barbecue center, a home theater, swimming pool, and, of course, a basketball court. But how can the NBA star afford all of this? Well, it turns out Damian Lillard has a total net worth of $70 million. Lillard is one of the highest paid stars in the league, making about $40 million per year between his NBA salary, his investments, and his endorsements. The point guard has amassed about $65 million from 2012 to 2018. But his run didn't stop there. The NBA player also earned $41 million between June 2018 and June 2019. That's only 1 year. The player signed a 4-year extension deal with a stunning $196 million with the Blazers in 2019, but he doesn't depend on his basketball salary. He also invests and endorses different brands to keep boosting his net worth. Lillard joined NBA stars Chris Paul and Kyrie Irving in Players TV back in 2021. The athlete-owned television network is all about sports and lifestyle and has included more than 30 players. Damian has also partnered with a Portland-based startup company, Vision Gaming, a 3D-based virtual reality video game. The point guard is always trying to see what the next big thing is. Dame Lillard also bought a Toyota dealership in McMinnville in 2020. As an extremely famous player, Damian Lillard landed an Adidas shoe deal at the very start of his pro career. The athlete signed an impressive 10-year, $100 million deal with Adidas. The famous sportswear company has also dropped the player's own signature shoe line and logo, Adidas Dame, which is now one of the top-selling shoes on the Adidas website. Now that you know all about Damian Lillard, here are a few facts about him you might find interesting. Damian should be set up for life with basketball, but in case he needs a plan B, after his basketball career, he has a sales degree right under his sleeve. That's actually a pretty impressive degree for an athlete to have because it helps to manage the financial aspect of the sport. Having his degree surely helped Damian understand contracts a bit better on and off the court. Maybe it's one of the reasons he has such a huge net worth. The rise to the NBA was never easy for Lillard. 1 year, the point guard missed the majority of games at Weber State because of a bad foot injury. The talent and work ethic was there, but Damian kept finding himself facing different obstacles throughout his career. Fortunately, he ended up getting drafted 6th overall, so none of those setbacks made an important impact on his final destiny. Everybody knows basketball players get injured. The problem is when it's prolonged for years. Everyone has their weird phobias, and Damian Lillard's is historic statues. Although this may be one of the oddest fears to have, it's also fair to say that nobody prefers having them around either. The NBA player says it's almost like bringing back to life certain figures to stay forever. Nobody really knows the story behind Lillard's fear. Maybe there isn't even a real reason for it. But once he said it, many people on social media ended up agreeing with him. A few years after the Trailblazers selected Damian Lillard in the first round, they drafted CJ McCollum. Since then, they've developed a friendship on and off the court in Portland. Interestingly enough, the two didn't meet when they became teammates. Their first interaction actually came off of Twitter. It goes to show you how social media impacts today's society. If you like this video, you might want to check out our video on Russell Westbrook's lifestyle. Now, do you think Damian Lillard will ever win an NBA championship? Drop your thoughts in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.